welcome back to Living Life with Chloe. Today we are interviewing Mr. Chhen.
Hi.
Hello. First question of the day. We have not seen you for a while. Where have you been?
Where have I been? I have been...
A lot of places.
I've actually traveled across the world and back.
Where have you traveled across the world?
I went back to Cambodia. Well, technically I never really was in Cambodia. I was born in Thailand. But I went back to Cambodia where my family are from.
Oh.
Yeah. Went on a mission for about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
That's a long
I
time.
know, it's quite a long time, but it went by so fast. And I got to do a lot of things. I got to meet so many different people. I also got to eat a lot of Cambodian food.
What's Cambodian food?
Cambodian food is kind of like Thai food. Have you ever had Thai food? Yeah? No? It's...
I don't think so.
No? Okay. It's like a lot of like a lot of curries, herbs, fish sauce, like spicy garlic, and it's really
Spicy
good.
garlic?
Yeah. So I got to visit some family. I got to see my half brother, who's like 3 years older than me, and I got to help children learn how to make films, and so I was volunteering there. Also made a bunch of cool videos, and it was my first time back ever, and so it was really cool to connect with my culture and my heritage, and just really like take in the scenery. And then I also got to learn about the history of Cambodia, because my family went through like a genocide. You know what that is? Well, the genocide is, it's kind of like when bad people like get together and like kill a lot of people, just because of fear, and they want people to believe the way they do, and so that's how I got here like 30 years ago, and that's why I went back. I went back to learn about my roots and to see where my family came from, and to see where my home is. Even though America is my home, it's like Cambodia is also another home of mine. Like just like Vegas is one home of mine and California is another home. I got to go back and reconnect. Yeah.
You're dealing with a big life situation. Do you want to talk about it?
Nah.
Really? Then we'll have to go back to we have not seen you for a while there.
I'm kidding. I love to talk about it. That's actually why when I saw that you were doing interviews, I was like, whoa, this is a great opportunity to shed light on what I'm going through. And so, let me see here. How do I want to approach this? Last year when I came back, I was trying to integrate myself, and I ended up like kind of falling into a depression. You know what a depression is? It's like when you get really sad, and you kind of like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I got really sad, and I also had a few breakups from like family and from friends and some people that I love, and things weren't really going right for me, and so physically.
Did they turn up?
What?
Did they turn up?
What do you mean, like, did they show up?
No, did they turn up, like, did things get better?
Yes, they did. They did actually. Just recently they got better. Anyway, so like last year, towards the end of last year, I started getting sick, and I was getting like these symptoms that were arising, like I was losing taste in my lips. Oh, hi, Beep. Yeah, I was losing like tastes in my lip, and I was getting like ringing of my ears, and my mouth was all numb. And so after a bunch of medical doctor visits and emergency room visits, they found out that I have a tumor growing in my head.
What's a tumor?
A tumor is something that grows in your body that's not supposed to grow. It's like abnormal.
Is it like cancer?
Yes, it is. It is. So
Where
that's
is it?
exactly what I'm experiencing and going through.
Cancer and where though?
It's in the head. So it's called
the
nasal. It's not brain cancer per se. However, the tumor is near the brain. The medical term is nasal pharyngeal, and it's called stage 4, which is kind of the last stage. Um, and it is life threatening. Good thing is that they didn't give me a prognosis. They didn't say, hey, you got 2 weeks to live or a year. And I'm glad they didn't because I don't want to know. And I chose to not go with the traditional route of chemo or radiation, which
My
I
friend is
feel.
actually doing chemo.
Oh, really? Okay. I wish your friend luck. But for me, I just chose a natural way to heal because I believe in that more. And ever since then, I've been working on healing myself, and I've been getting a lot of help from friends, including your mom, and she's just wonderful. And I have been getting like just an outpouring amount of love from friends, from strangers, from family.
Strangers?
Yeah, some strangers that I've never even met. And then I'm just so grateful because last year was a really big year for me, and I went through so much. I actually popped my knee playing basketball, so I was like injured, and I was on crutches for like 2 months, and then 2 months ago I got in a car accident and I got rear-ended, and I asked God, I was like, God, like, what else you got for me, you know? And I just really felt, like there was a point in my life where I felt like I wanted to die, just because I was feeling so bad and worthless. However, now I feel like I have so much more will to live, like a bigger purpose in life, and I feel like um, we'll, we'll call it cancer for this video, but I usually don't like to call it cancer. I like to call it C word of this experience because I feel like, oh, thank you. I love you, Chloe. So things like that, the love that I receive, the unconditional love that I've been receiving has been really helping me out. And I really believe in the power of love, the power of your thought, the power of your mind, the power of your voice, and wisdom and knowledge, and the power of Mother Earth and plants and its ability to heal. So that's why I've chosen to go the holistic route, and I've chosen to ask for help, and I've chosen to look back into my past and help heal the childhood traumas that I received and heal past life traumas. And I feel like what I'm going through will help others as well overcome their own experiences in life. And I hope that I inspire them, just as I have inspired myself, and I have been inspired by others along the way, to know that life is very precious and to live it with as much joy as you can, and to also be truthful and to live in your truth. And for me, it's been an eye-opening experience to speak my truth as much as I can, to really empower myself, to gain confidence, and to really connect with Mother Nature, connect with people on a different level. And this experience is actually calling me to use my voice more, to share artistically. And I think you may know, I don't know if you remember, but Nicole does. I love to sing, I love to rap, I love to write. And I used to host the Human Experience, all ages and the 21 and over, where I think that's where we met, mate. Yeah? I think that's where we met. And you were, I think, like 1 or 2 years old? 2 years old. And I remember having you on stage on many times, and you would sing, you would dance, and it made so many people happy, and you inspired so many people with your loving life authenticity. And so for me, the experience that I'm going through now, the medical experience, is really teaching me to appreciate life for all that it's worth. And right now I'm actually helping others to learned that life is precious, and I'm already changing lives just by being me. So that's the medical, that's the thing, the challenge that I'm going through. Yeah. You want to know anything else?
I just want to show you guys something.
Yeah.
So, don't lie about anything or else your nose will grow like Pinocchio.
Yes, exactly.
That's why some people have so big of noses. Because they lie a lot.
Yeah, there was a point in my life where I lied so much that I believed in everything that I was lying about to myself. And
Oh, so that's why your nose is a little big.
yeah, I do have a big nose. Um,
It's
and
not that big.
it's actually, it runs in the family, the nose. Like my mom's got a big nose too.
Oh.
It's good to smell with. So, yeah, always stay in your truth. Even if you lie, there's always somebody watching, including yourself and your spirit, your subconscious. So for me, I had a lot of addictions. You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's when you kind of rely on something and it's toxic, and the habit is like makes you feel bad or ill or hurts others or hurts yourself. Um, it's kind of like, let's say you had candy and you ate too much of it, and you can't control yourself because you're like just your body's like addicted to it,
Oh,
and
also
you
you
keep
would
eating.
get a tooth that, and then you would have to get it pulled out.
Yeah, so it's like
I
when
would-
you don't have control of the behavior, it kind of takes you over. So
I would probably do that so I could get this tooth pulled out.
mm,
You know, a good example is Chloe. You know how Kate is with his devices.
Mhm.
That's an addiction.
yeah, when it becomes unhealthy. So I had a lot of it, and I realized that the addictions actually rooted from me wanting to run away from my problems, and a lot of the problems that I experienced were like as a child being abused, being hit, being yelled at, and so I had a really rough childhood growing up, and I had to work for the family business, um, and my parents went through a divorce and all that, and so for me, I had to go back and look at that because for a while I was like lying to myself and suppressing these emotions, and I wasn't able to cry or feel, and I was kind of hiding behind a positivity, but the same positivity allowed me to live life to a more fuller extent, and actually it helped others to heal as well themselves, and so I felt like I put out so much love through the process because I had been through so much pain, and now that I need love myself, all the people that I had poured my love into, they're actually pouring the love back to me, and I've been receiving it, and it's helping me heal so much. The power of love.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time because we don't know who we're interviewing next.
Surprise guest. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Huggies.
Hey!
You're the best interviewer ever.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, now bye for today.
Bye.